Now that we have some of the basics and vocabulary of experimental design down, let's talk about two different types of experiments and when you would use each of them. The two types of experiments that will be discussed in this course are randomized design and matched pair design. Randomized design is a technique where the treatment and control units are selected completely randomly. This technique is used primarily in situations where there is very little opportunity to control variables and where the volume and velocity of data is high enough that you're not worried about bias. Website-based experiments and phone system-based experiments are great examples of when the organization has little ability to control who visits a site or who calls in, and the volume is usually high enough that biases can be avoided. Additionally, the cost per observation is usually very low in these experiments. In randomized experiments, whether an individual is in the treatment group or control group is not predetermined. It's determined on the fly in a completely random fashion. For example, the traffic is routed randomly in such a way that people who visit a website will see one of the two pages, the treatment page or the control page. In contrast, a matched pair design is usually used when the volume of observations or individuals is fairly low and the concern for bias is great and the cost per observation is high by comparison. In this experimental design technique, the treatments are matched to controls on a unit-by-unit basis using a weighting of the identified control variables. In our new product experiment, a matched pair design would involve taking each treatment store and finding one or more similar control stores to match it to. Analysis is done on a pair-by-pair basis, then aggregated to a single result. This unit-by-unit matching helps eliminate sources of bias and increases confidence in results even with a lower number of total observations. Unlike a completely randomized design, a matched pair design must be set up ahead of time and all units must be known before the start of the experiment. For example, we would match each of the treatment candy stores with 1 to 2 control stores in order to measure the impact of the treatment.